When I was a young raising my tremendous tribe of unique human beings, I searched high and low for my own mom tribe. We didn't call it that back then. I just wanted friends who were experiencing the same stuff I was. I found it in different pockets of people. There was never a one-size-fits-all friendship group. I needed my homeschool tribe, my spiritual Bible study tribe. I even had a different prayer tribe. I needed my girls just want to have fun tribe, although I didn't get much of that back in the day. And when I was married, I needed my couples tribe. When single, I needed my single mom tribe. I needed a lot of different people. And I was pretty intentional about knocking on doors to find what my heart, soul, spirit, and family needed. I still am. But one area that I really struggled to find was women who were developing their own businesses, possibly being the main breadwinner of their family, raising their children, managing the home. It was difficult to find that woman I wanted to emulate.
The day starts with the smallest win. My first win of the day is making my bed and my room looks good. And that to me, I feel like at least one room is at peace because all the rest is never. I didn't know how much it would actually help. And it really, really does.
Hey there, I'm Misty Hughes, your dream champion, your gratitude guide, celebration coach, and mom mentor. I was in my early 30s with 4 kids, and life was chaotic and quite messy. I couldn't find the mom mentor I was longing for. I decided to be an answer to the problem. I invited 4 college girls into my life and our family and started mentoring them. I guess you could call me a messy mom mentor, but sometimes it just doesn't matter. After all, it's through the failures that we are given opportunities to learn and grow. So these young women were watching, gleaning, and learning that He is a God of grace and that with Him, all things are possible, even on the worst of days. And beloved mom, I would not have made it through that season of life if I did not have supernatural wisdom that led me to keep first things first. During those years of so many unknowns, I learned to align my life with what matters most. And I'd like to offer you the opportunity to do the same. You can sign up for my next masterclass, Align Your Life with What Matters Most, at momtomommentoring.com/values. Oh, and if you'd like a sneak peek at what this masterclass is all about and why the tools you'll learn will help you live boldly, lead confidently, and love intentionally, be sure to follow Mom to Mom Mentoring on your favorite podcast app and tune in next week where I will be exploring what it means to align your life with what matters most and a few basic steps to get you moving in the right direction. On today's Mom to Mom Mentoring, I'm excited to introduce you to a mom friend of mine who is in the middle of the journey with you. Lauren Wittig is one of my heroes. She's one of those women who I wish I would have known in my younger years when I was searching and longing for that friend who was doing it and knew how to have fun as well. Lauren is a very successful businesswoman who is fiercely devoted to her girls. She unashamedly states, I am first and foremost a mom. That is the first title I get at the beginning of each day and the last one at night. And between all the activities she and her girls have, she helps others achieve their own dreams. In 2021, Lauren, along with about 150 others, saw the need for a company that truly believed in the culture. So they launched Luminate Home Loans across the country. Lauren owns the only Luminate Home Loans in the state of Missouri. Now, besides everything that Lauren does in and out of the office with Luminate, she is very active in the community. She is passionate about giving back, and her company actually embraces 12 charities throughout the year. Luminate Home Loans also won the Excellent in Business by the local chamber in 2024. And to top all that off, Coach Lala coaches and mentors an 8 to 12-year-old volleyball team. You'll find from our discussion that Lauren does like to have fun. You can catch her and her girls on the slopes every winter. I know that you are excited to meet this exceptional woman who is somehow navigating all the things of life and learn about what's important to Lauren. Let's get started. Lauren, the journey is kind of messy, being a mom and doing all the other things. In the midst of it, we want to grow and learn and develop. How is your growth journey going right now?
Slowly. Yeah. Growing in my faith and myself. Those have been two big ones. Finding confidence in my everyday has been a big thing. And knowing that days just don't always go the way you want them to go. You give it to God, you move on and make the best of it. Now with business, I know what we need to do and how we need to get there. It's a little bit calmer right now, which is fine with me, especially when the kids have snow days.
You mentioned confidence and that you're growing in confidence. I would love to hear your definition of confidence.
Ooh, so I think my biggest thing was that even with my job and with my life and my past relationship, I never felt worthy, which worthy is my word for this year. And that I just didn't feel confident in myself. That's where I wake up. I want to get out of bed. I want to make my bed. I want to make my kids lunches. I feel confident in knowing that they have a mom that wants to do those things. Seasonal depression is really bad right now. And you can find yourself where you just want to lay in bed and not get out. I feel confident that I'm excited to see where the day goes. And that makes me feel better about myself. And then after I'm on and get them on the bus, I go to the gym, which then, of course, builds my confidence too. I know that the gym is hard. There's times where I definitely just lay there and they take a picture of me laying there. But in the end, I do all the moves. I'm sweating. I get it done. And by the time I leave and I head to the office or my next appointment, I feel confident in my day. Like whatever comes at me, I can handle. Like I've gotten myself taken care of. I've gotten my kids taken care of. Whatever's next is fine.
Yeah, because you had two huge wins already. But you are what I would consider highly successful businesswoman. You've built a new thing in your community as a woman, and you even have been awarded by the local chamber of commerce for having an exceptional business and your mom and all the things. Lauren, I would not even imagine that you would struggle with worthiness or confidence.
Well, thank you. And thank you for all of that. I mean, I get like emotional. Like you start talking about it, and I'm like, oh, this all day happened. And I forget a lot of the times. I feel very humbled by all of it. Without my team, without my family, I wouldn't have had any of this. Very happy with how far we've grown and what we've done. When we got the Chamber Award, that was pretty awesome.
Lauren, you seem to get a lot done. How do you plan for everything?
I hate that like the year starts January 1st because I feel like I finally am getting a breath of fresh air by the time January happened. Business planning, it's supposed to be done by December 31st. And I just feel so rushed to do that. So still haven't done my business plan.
So what about a family plan? Do you do that for
No,
for your
I
personal
should.
life, for your family?
If you look at my business plan, you'll see little notes in the corner like, my goal is not a ton of money. I don't want to be a millionaire. That's not my goal here. My goal is to help people and find the balance. I want to be a mom first, then help others achieve their goals too. So I do mix my personal in on do's and don'ts. Like, do go to boot camp 4 times a week. Make it mandatory.
Your word for the year you said is worthy. So at the end of 2025, what will a worthy Lauren look like and feel like?
20 pounds lighter. I'll feel 20 pounds lighter. How about that? Going ice skating with the kids 3 weeks ago, I felt so much better out on skates than I had last year. It just was crazy. I felt, again, confident that I wasn't going to fall. It was great. I think that that's kind of my goal is by the end of this year to feel better about the physical things that I'm doing and making sure that I can do them to the best of my ability.
When you see the accomplishment, when you feel the physical
Yeah.
manifestation of all your hard work, that feels worthy.
worthy.
Mm,
Yeah.
and probably worth it too, right?
Yeah. I've also had some relationships that have tested my confidence or I don't know,
Mhm.
haven't made me feel worthy. Let's just put it that way. So just surrounding myself with people that are not negative, that don't bring a toxic behavior around, that have positive things to say. So just really focusing on that too. Sometimes you have to let those people move their direction and you stay in your path. I don't feel good after a conversation with someone anymore or come away feeling like that I did something for them. If they're not feeling good, then I don't know what my purpose is. And
Yeah.
I need to have that.
I love that purpose is so important to you. And Lauren, as a busy mom, businesswoman, working in the community, serving others, managing your home, all the things, honestly, you just don't have a lot of capacity to navigate negative or toxic relationships that are not that aren't building you up. It sounds like God is saying that it's not your place or your focus right now. In episode 28 with Christina Jolly, we take a deep dive into that process of letting go of friendships. Christina had to let go of 3 important friendships in 1 year. It's hard. I've had to do it in different seasons of life. And when you are striving and walking away feeling yucky in a friendship, it's just not good for anyone. It takes away from those relationships that are really important.
That makes me feel good to know that you have had that happen.
I want to ask you about raising children in a fast paced, want it now environment. Tell me more about that, what that looks like, and why that's important to you.
It's crazy. You think about how my mom was raised, and then you think about how I was raised, and then you compare it to how my daughters are being raised. It's all different. It's completely different. We really haven't had true consistency unless you've made it. I love when I get to have the girls and we actually have a meal at the table. We say our prayers. We go around the table. We say what our favorite thing of the day was. But they're busy. The kids are busy. They're just as busy as I am. I have a color coordinated calendar. The second they get off the bus, today we've got piano, we've got basketball. Where do I do dinner in between that? I don't have time to make a very healthy meal and have them sit down with me. It's going to be a very fast paced. Here's your chicken nuggets and French fries, a yogurt, and eat one fruit off the table. They don't have time to play around. Their life is fast paced. I wonder how that's going to affect them. I feel busy. What are they going to? What downtime are they ever going? And is their downtime just going to be mainly focused around social media? I don't like the electronics being a part of their life constantly either. Yes, they have iPad. Yes, they watch the videos. They want to do all of that. It's just trying to limit it.
So, in all of that, if you had to pick one thing that were important for you to cultivate in your family so that when the girls left home, this was their little treasure that they
Mhm.
carried on, what would that one thing be for you, Lauren?
I think praying at night, saying our last word, saying them to God, saying them out loud, and the girl hearing them. I think it really helps clear your mind for a good
Mm,
night's sleep. And it sparks different conversations too, because we'll talk about homeless, protecting the homeless, keeping people warm right now. And then
yeah.
the kids want to do things. Lonnie was nominated because she had come up with some article about how she wanted to give money to children's mercy. It's conversations that we constantly are having. So I'd say I would want them to pray at night, whether it's done by themselves or with their partner or with their children.
Was that a realistic rhythm for you to continue in your life with the girls right now?
Oh yeah, it's a definite must. The
Yeah.
last thing that we do is I tuck them in and I say their prayers with them and then they go to bed.
I think it's important to identify what is that one thing. And then when you guys have that down, then you can add what is that next thing that is really important to me? Saying, what is that non negotiable that we're going to
Yeah.
have right now that will be that rhythm that can quiet things down, quiet
Yeah.
the soul of my girls in this fast paced world?
Yes.
that we can
Yeah.
experience the peace of God together. So that's
Mhm.
wonderful. And that feels like a win. So you're
It does.
starting the day with a win and
And
you're ending
ending.
the day with a win.
Yeah. It's
That's
just good.
that's great bookend, right?
Yeah. It is
Yeah.
good. I
Yeah.
never thought about it like that, but yeah, it is. It does
Yeah.
help.
A lot of moms struggle with perfectionism. I know I did when I was raising my kids until I just couldn't do it anymore because it was killing me and making me a mean mom. We know it's not good, but it's still a driving force. How do you deal with that nag that it's not enough or you're not enough? What's your perspective on perfectionism?
I have to tell myself that life isn't perfect, that people aren't
Right.
perfect. That's a constant, especially with clients trying to buy a house. Anything and everything, things that you wouldn't even imagine happen. So just trying to make sure that you can continuously know that you can only control what you can and that no one is perfect. And you just have to go with the flow of things. At the end of last week, I gave up. This is 4 extra days that I wasn't planning on having my children at home. It's cold. I'm not getting as much work done as I wanted, and they're tired of each other. One kid breathes and the other one argues because that kid's breathing too loud. I couldn't handle it anymore. And so by Friday, I was like, I just give up, guys. We're going to sleep in. We're going to make some breakfast. We're going to just enjoy the day. I'm not going to stress about it. I told my team, I can't do it. I'll do what I can for work, but I don't want to put that stress on top of me.
How did Friday turn out?
It was great. We had a great day. The fighting was very limited. It was a lot easier. And I felt better about it. I don't want to fail at both things. So let me get this one right. I'll touch on this one later.
Yeah.
So that made me feel a lot better.
I think that is what God is always trying to get us to do,
Yeah.
to just quit striving and relax into the reality of the day or life. Cease striving and know that I am God. And
Yeah.
all your ways acknowledge me. Those simple things that we know are the hardest things to live out day to day, especially when you're on day 4 of a snow day. But it's like he was working it all to just let you play with the girls and relax, and that
Yeah.
extra snow day might have been just for you, Lauren.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was. It reminded me a lot of COVID, like the PTSD I have from that. Working and trying to be a mom, all of it in the same house is so hard.
You also had educating the kids on top of all that.
Yeah. As they were younger. I got my mom involved one day because my oldest and I were bumping heads on one of her reading prompts. She didn't understand what I was saying. I didn't understand what she was saying. She was getting so frustrated about it. I called my mom and I said, I need your help. I need you to work this through before I have a breakdown. And so does she. And I went on and left her in the room with my mom on the Facebook portal. And I did something with Maggie. I went and helped her put up all of her laundry and organize some stuff. I came back out. Lonnie gave me a big hug and said she was sorry for the way she acted. And I said, well, me too, honey. I said, this is frustrating. Neither one of us want this. I called my mom later. And thank you.
How many
Yeah.
times do we just try to do it on our own and fight our way through it?
Right.
So
If I can delegate it, I will.
if somebody were to say, who do you know that is successfully managing the different roles of life and has actually succeeded in building a business while maintaining her family? You would be one of the women I would point to. Now, I'm sure that there are many days that it doesn't feel like you're being successful, but you're showing up every day. And like you said, the fact that you want to get out of bed and make lunch for your kids, that is a success. You are serving families that are trying to get into their dream home. You have such a servant's heart. So, Lauren, I would love for you to talk about how you do it and how have you done it. I know it's not balanced, but how have you kept it all going?
Well, thank you for all of your comments. Like, you're filling my cup today. I'm going to walk away from this feeling worthy. That's for sure. I don't know. And this is a question that a lot of people ask me because, like I'll post on social media. Here's what we're doing. Here's how this is going. This is what I'm doing. And people are constantly like, Warren, I can't keep up with you. I don't know how you do it all. And then I just wonder, what else are people doing? What is everybody doing? Are they sitting down? Are they playing on their phone? Are they watching TV? I think that if I were constantly moving, I wouldn't know what to do. It does take me a while, even on vacation, to be able to relax and not try to deep clean a hotel bathroom. I gotta find a Zen zone for sure. I would say just managing your time, looking at your calendar, it is your biggest partner. You need to know what is important. So I mentioned I color coordinate my calendar, which is on my phone and my computer. Red means stop, like immediately. So when I look at the day or I look at the week, red is stop. So that's going to be very important, like a doctor's appointment for myself or something for the children. Those are non-negotiables. I won't move those. So I look at the red first. If I have any other business partner meetings going on or like this podcast, it's in orange. So that way I know it's for work. I need to get done, but it can sometimes be flexible, yellow for the chamber. And if I can make it, I'm going to go. But if I've got a ton of work on my plate, I don't force myself to go. And green ones, those are for closing. I love to attend closings, make sure that clients don't have any questions by the end and thank them for their business and also to ask them for more business because I do like my job and I want to continue doing my job. But if I don't ask for the help and the business, then I would be nowhere. So those are green for money because that's my payday.
Okay.
And then I do my self-love, which is working out, and those are purple. I would say
Okay.
managing your
Yeah.
calendar.
It sounds like you have determined and mastered what is a priority or a value and have incorporated that into your calendar. I love helping women do that very thing. And in my Align Your Life masterclass, that's exactly what we accomplish. I help you discover what truly matters so you can let go of perfectionism and live on purpose. Michael Hyatt says, what doesn't get on the calendar doesn't get done.
100%.
Right?
And that's the other thing. Like when people send me Facebook invites or a text for an invite for something, I screenshot it and email it to myself. Then when I'm in my email, I flag it. And then I try to get all my flags taken care of every day and put it on my calendar or else it won't get done.
So you have developed your own system for living life. And what you're telling me is that's attributed to a lot of your success in the different areas of life. You've been mindful to plan.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I would say so because I'm not going to miss my kids' stuff. There will be times when I'm so busy and not paying attention and I hit a curb in the car and I pop two tires. Of course, I'm talking on the phone with someone when this is happening and you're sitting in a parking lot waiting for the tow driver. Hey, this was God's sign. I am doing too much. I'm doing way too much. I need to take a step back when I'm in the car
Okay. Okay.
and not try to multitask every minute of every day.
So, where are your pockets of peace in 2025? Those times to step back and just recalibrate yourself and take a deep breath because you are going at a very high pace.
Here and there, I've got some trips planned, this week. I'm very excited. We're going to Denver and I love being out there in the winter. It's one of my favorite places. So I think that that's going to bring me some peace. We're going to spend the day on Friday skiing. So I'm going to be doing something athletic and then in the mountains. That makes me feel a lot better. I'd say besides that, I haven't planned too much more. When I start to feel the anxiousness, I will contact my mom or sister. Hey, can you help me with the girls? I need a break. Earlier you said, how do I do it all? And it's the support.
The support.
Yeah. And not being scared to ask for help. I've had so many friends that I constantly tell them, I'm here for you. It's easier for me because then my kids are busy playing with yours. Like, call me. And then I ask it in return. I think it's just relying on your village and finding the people that you trust and love and that are positive.
Yeah, I learned early on to ask for help. Oh, I'm sure you have shared a lot of good tidbits and good questions, and it's been really fun. You do home mortgage. You help people live their dreams in the home of their dream. That's your business. So if anybody wants to reach out to you, what's a quick, easy way for people to find you?
Oh, well, I'm on all social media platforms, of course. So you can just Google my name, Lauren Wittig, and that's my website too, laurenwittig.com. It's got a whole lot of information on there about programs and what it would take. It has all of our reviews and testimonials about our team and how we have been able to help. And you just are looking for the best customer service in the business. We're here. We're going to hold your hand. We're going to make sure that you feel special by the end of it.
That's really great. So you're coaching and consulting and counseling and
All
doing
of it.
all the things.
All the things. And
All
in
the
the end,
things.
I just have a new friend. I love it whenever I'm out in public and people be like, Lauren, you helped me with my house in 2022. And I'm like, yes, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I'm so
So
glad that you know who I am and that I'm still making some type of an impression.
when we have purpose that is bigger than who we are successful. And you serve your family, you serve the community, you serve your clients with such excellence. You are successful. I look forward to seeing where this year takes you. You are inspiring to me.
Oh,
I wish I would have had a Lauren in my life when I was your age that I could
yeah.
do and emulate. So thank you for what you're doing and thank you for the goal that you're setting before so many.
Right back at you 100%. I'll never forget our first lunch date and how you made me feel when I left. And I felt like I could handle things.
Lauren, you definitely can handle things, and you are. It's not easy, it's messy. But Lauren has learned and continues to live her life according to what is important to her. She's incorporated those non-negotiables into her calendar, and it helps her achieve the greatness that she's called to in this season of life. Lauren is discovering who she is as worthy. And if you don't know Lauren, I encourage you to follow her and see the shine she brings into the world. And hey, Marvelous Mom, I'd like to help you live your greatness as well. Be sure to register for the next Align Your Life with What Matters Most free virtual masterclass. And tune in to next week's Mom to Mom mentoring episode, where we will embark on the journey of greatness together. Until then, keep shining your radiant light brightly as you live, lead, and love with passion and purpose.